In 2005, Kanye West was doing a radio interview at 102 FM. Hearing this, Big Sean would come to the radio station to meet West and perform a freestyle. Initially, West was reluctant to hear him, however, he gave him 16 bars for him to rap, and according to Sean, West endured the freestyle, saying, "As we get to the entrance of the radio station, we stopped in the middle of the doorway. He starts looking at me and bobbing his head." After the freestyle, Sean left West his demo tape. 2 years later, West signed Big Sean to Good Music.
It was a lot of work, especially for a kid in high school, you know? And we had a girlfriend at that too and shit. So I did that for over a year, got good relationships with the station. And that was every Friday night. So Kanye came on a Saturday morning and I was there the night before. And that Saturday morning I was at the bank cashing my like $100 check. I was a telemarketer. And that shit was whack as fuck. It was the worst shit ever. And shout out to everybody who does that, cause that shit is hard, man. And my homie, Say It Ain't Tone, called me, who's sitting right over there with the red hat. He called me and was like, "Man, yo, you listening to the radio?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "Man, Kanye playing this new album." We was in high school, this was late registration, so it was like 06. Kanye playing this album. "Man, if you go out there and rap for him, man, he'll sign you." And I'm like, "Man, what the fuck you talking about?" You know what I'm saying? But that idea was so inspiring that I like dropped everything I was doing. I didn't cash the check, man. I walked out the bank, went to my crib to grab a CD out of son around high school, smashed down the freeway. You know, my homie gave me some gas money to get there. Pulled up to the station, and you know, since I was there last night, they let me in, and I made my way through the back offices.
So really, if you really think about it, the fact that you had put in a year worth of work at the radio station, was the reason you this happened, and you were able to come into the building.
Oh, yeah.
Radio stations, you can't just roll up into a radio station.
No, hell no. People don't understand that, man. One thing leads to another thing. Another thing leads to another thing. Something that doesn't seem so big could be the biggest shit of your life without you even knowing, you know. Man, that Friday Night Cypher was probably one of the biggest things in my life without me even knowing. And you know, I finagled my way in the back offices. I claimed I had to holler at a DJ. And then I hollered at the DJ, and the DJ was like, "Yo, you should go holler at Ye, he's right down the hall."
What a surprise.
And I was like, "Oh, okay." And I had my CD. And I made it past his security guard, I made it past his road manager. I got to shake Kanye's hand and was like, "Yo, man, I'm a kid, I do this show here every Friday, man, I'm an aspiring MC." And he was like, "Man, that's what's up, keep it up, man, keep it up." I'm like, "Yo," you know, he started walking away and I tapped him again and was like, "Yo, can I rap for you?" And he was like, "Man, I don't have time and shit, you know, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "Please, man, I ride to school listening to you, man. Like, you one of my heroes. Just let me spit something, you know?" And he was like, "All right, man, you can spit 16 bars while we walking out the station."
Do you remember the bars?
No, I wish I did. Everybody asked me that.
You don't remember the bars?
No, I don't remember.
Damn.
But I started spitting them as we were walking out. At first, he wasn't paying attention. But then as soon as we got to the entrance of the station, he stopped and started looking at me. And he started bobbing his head. And then he started saying like, "Oh shit," or like, you know, I would do a punchline. He'd be like, "Oh shit." And I was so nervous, I was rapping towards the ground, man. And that 16 bars ended up turning into like 10 minutes. And then I gave him my CD. And you know, it took even a couple years after that though. That's just how it all started. After sending music back and forth, giving up so much shit. I gave up like a scholarship to college, to Michigan State. I graduated high school like a 3.7, man. I was like ready to go to college, party, smoke, fuck bitches, you know what I'm saying? And I gave all that up, man. And
roll the dice.
It was hard. It wasn't, and it's not even like, it wasn't easy at all, but it was definitely worth it.
On September 30th, 2007, Big Sean released his first official mixtape, Finally Famous, The Mixtape. His hit single, Get You Some, attained media attention and led articles to The Source and the Detroit Metro Times. He also recorded a music video for the song, directed by Hype Williams. Sean released a second mixtape hosted by Mick Boogie on April 16th called You Know Big Sean, and on August 31st, 2010, Finally Famous Volume 3 dropped, which features major artists like Bun B, Chip the Rapper, Currency, Tyga, Drake, and many more. On January 3rd, 2011, the mixtape was re-released through Good Music's official blog, where it included these 3 additional reissued tracks, and the tape has been lacking Don Cannon's voiceovers as well as the bonus track, which features Kanye West. A leak of his collaboration with Drake made its way onto the internet on April 30th, 2010. During an interview, Big Sean expressed his disappointment over the leak, calling it an unfinished version both musically and lyrically. Big Sean then stated on Facebook that his debut album, Finally Famous, will be released on September 14th, 2010. On August 31st, Big Sean tweeted that the album would not be coming out that day, but will be coming out sometime in 2011. In another interview, Big Sean discussed the role Kanye West and No ID had on the development of his first studio album, Sonic Direction, as well as the challenges of being inside the studio with Kanye West. The album's lead single, My Last, features vocals from Chris Brown and was produced by No ID. Big Sean's Finally Famous ended up being delayed by a week, with the tentative release date set for June 28th. Big Sean revealed the cover art for his Good Music debut and explained that the 1 week pushback was to be blamed on sample and feature clearance issues. The official track list was released on June 7th. Finally Famous is a debut studio album by Big Sean. It was released on June 28th, 2011 by Good Music and Def Jam Records. The album was supported by 3 singles: My Last featuring Chris Brown, Marvin and Chardonnay featuring Kanye West and Rosso Dash, and Dance. The album received generally positive reviews from critics, selling 87,000 first week and going number 3 on the Billboard. Finally Famous was met with generally favorable reviews from media critics, such as Media Critic, which assigns a normalized rating out of 100 from mainstream critics. The album received an average score of 69 based on 20 reviews, which technically indicates generally favors, but you already know we only listen to the fucking streets. We don't give a fuck about what these Media Critic niggas be saying, you feel me? Everybody fuck with this album. This album was lit, nigga. This is a part of everybody's childhood back in the day if you grew up listening to rap music during the 2010s. When 2 songs from Wiz Khalifa and Big Sean leaked in 2011, speculation began of a new mixtape. Sean confirmed in the interview in June that a collab tape between him and 2 other guys in hip-hop that are killing it right now will be released in a couple weeks. Wiz Khalifa and Currency were the suspected rappers on the mixtape. However, Wiz Khalifa would later confirm that there would be no such thing happening. That same year, Big Sean contributed 2 rap verses to Kelly Rowland's single Layin' On Me on her album. Big Sean collaborated with Hit Boy in writing and producing the song. In September 2011, Big Sean confirmed in an interview that he'll be working on his second album during the I Am Finally Famous tour and plans to release the album sometime in 2012. On October 19, 2011, Kanye West announced on his Twitter plans for a 2012 Good Music album release. On October 6, 2012, Mercy, the lead single for the album, was released. The song, produced by newly signed in-house producer Lifted, features Big Sean along with Kanye West, Pusha T, and Southern rapper 2 Chainz. Big Sean then announced his 4th mixtape would be titled Detroit and would serve as a lead into his 2nd studio album. He then began promoting the mixtape, releasing short versions of the song on his YouTube page. On September 5th, 2012, Big Sean released the mixtape Detroit, which features guest appearances from fellow rappers J. Cole, Juicy J, King Chip, French Montana, Royce da 5'9", Kendrick Lamar, and Tyga. Detroit received worldwide critical acclaim from music critics and fans who hailed it as Sean's best work. The mixtape was named the 26th best album of 2012 by the Complex magazine, and it also won Best Mixtape at the 2013 BET Music Awards. Big Sean pushed back the release of his 2nd studio album, Hall of Fame, and it was eventually released on August 27, 2013. The album has skits to give it a classic feel and includes features from multiple artists, including Lil Wayne, Miguel, and Nas. The album's production was primarily handled by No ID and Key Wayne, along with additional production from Hit Boy, The Interns, Travis Scott, and many more. Big Sean also stated in an interview that he was in the studio with fellow Detroit native Eminem. Sean went on to say that they made a Detroit classic, but he is unsure if it will be on the Hall of Fame because of the timing issues, quote unquote. In an interview, Big Sean stated that he chose the title because it represents himself. He also said that he feels like situations are going to be relatable to people. Shortly afterwards, he stated that he didn't want to just do another club song and that he did not want to follow the popular music standards. This is just what the fuck I want to do. Some people are going to like it, some people are going to hate it. Regardless, I'm just doing me. Sean also said that Hall of Fame will be far more inspirational and more conceptually driven project than his debut album. He went on to say that he wanted to teach and make a lasting impact on people's lives with this album. Soon after, in another interview with Power 105, Sean stated that he would include skits on the album to give it a more classic feel, also indicating that the song featuring French Montana on his album Detroit could be featured as a deluxe edition track. He also stated that the album would feature all types of songs, and everyone that heard the album at one point in December 2012 had been blown away, including Kanye West and J. Cole. The single Click from Good Music album's Cruel Summer was originally supposed to be featured on Hall of Fame. Starting the year, the album was included in the most anticipated albums of 2013 list, including those by MTV Magazine, XXL, who ranked it 4th, and Complex, who placed it 11th. After initially announcing a December 18th, 2012 release date for the album, it was revealed that it would be pushed back to February and then again delayed at the beginning of February. But Big Sean stated that the album was almost finished and that a second single will be releasing that month. He revealed an expected release date of June 2013. Then on June 22nd, he released a video on YouTube where he previewed one of the songs, Nothing Is Stopping You, and announced that the final release date of August 27, 2013 would be the day. A little over a month, Sean revealed the standard and deluxe edition album covers via Instagram. Big Sean originally intended to include Control on the album, a track produced by No ID which featured guest vocals from Kendrick Lamar. However, he could not due to sample clearing issues. So, on August 14th, the song was sent to mainstream urban radio as one of the album's promotional singles. Lamar's verse caused controversy as he called out J. Cole, Wale, Pusha T, Meek Mill, A$AP Rocky, and Drake, and this would be the start of the infamous Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef that we know well today. Hall of Fame was met with positive reviews, getting a score of 72 on Metacritic. The album was ranked 16 on the XXL's list of best albums of 2013 and 50 on Complex's list, saying that it's fitting that he and Kendrick had that moment on Control because Hall of Fame clearly owes some sort of debt to Good Kid, Mad City. K-Dot opened up a space for rap to do that, or at least reminded folks some sort of things Pete Rock and CL Smooth used to do with the art form. Before hearing Hall of Fame, the album sounded pretentious. After hearing it, it's clear that Sean is ready to earn his place. Hall of Fame debuted at number 3 on the Billboard, selling 72 copies first week. This became Sean's second US top 10 debut. This was also a 17% decline in sales from his debut album Finally Famous. David Drake of Complex named the album an example of a sophomore slump. In the second week, the album dropped to number 24 on the Billboard, selling an additional 18,000 copies. As of February 2015, the album has sold 155 copies in the US, according to Nelson SoundScan. On October 25th, 2017, the album was certified gold. A month prior to the release of Hall of Fame, Big Sean told Complex that he had already begun working on his third album due to the inspiration of his new relationship. On September 12th, 2014, Big Sean announced that he had signed a management deal with Roc Nation. Later that same day, he released 4 new songs. I Don't Fuck With You and Paradise are probably the best 2 out of the 4 that he dropped that year, and these are all produced by Mike Will Made It, DJ Mustard, Kanye West, many different people. I Don't Fuck With You was released on iTunes on September 19th, 2014, and in an interview with Sway Calloway, Sean confirmed that Lil Wayne would be featured on the album. That same year, Big Sean had also been in a relationship with actress Naya Rivera, and the couple announced their engagement in October 2013, but Sean ended the relationship in October 2014. Rivera then began dating actor Ryan Dorsey, whom she married on July 19, 2014, the original date set for her wedding with Big Sean. These bitches ain't shit. And although it was widely speculated that Sean wrote the song about the end of his relationship with her, he denied that the song was about her. And in a September 2020 interview following her death, he stated that he wished he never made the song. I don't feel comfortable talking about it because I want to respect her. She made such an impact on people and she's done so many great things in her life and her career, and it's so hurtful that that song has to be associated with her. It wasn't a diss to her. I truly made the song and played it for her. She knew about it and she liked it. We had a breakup that was very public and we were young and we forgave each other and moved on from that.
Big Sean is revealing that he would have never made his song I Don't Bleed With You had he known ex-fiancée Naya Rivera would die so tragically. In an interview with New York Magazine published on Tuesday, the rapper opens up about Rivera's death and a song which has long been associated with their 2014 breakup. He says it's tough for him to say if he regrets making the song because he is still processing a lot. He does say that he doesn't like talking about it because he wants to respect Rivera, but adds that the song wasn't a diss to her and shares that he played the song for Rivera and she liked it. The couple started dating in 2013 before getting engaged in October of that year. He broke off the engagement by April of 2014 and said at the time that it was a difficult decision. In this latest interview, he says, "We were young and we forgave each other and moved on." Rivera accidentally drowned in July while swimming with her 4-year-old son Josie at Lake Piru in California. Her body was recovered from the lake on July 13th, 5 days after she went missing. A few days after her death was confirmed, Big Sean shared a touching tribute to Rivera on Instagram. He posted this picture and shared that he was in shock and grieving. He also thanked Rivera for, quote, blessing us all with your talent and presence, and called her a hero.
I Don't Fuck With You peaked at number 11 on the US Billboard Hot 100, becoming Big Sean's third highest charting single on the chart and E40's second highest. It also marked Big Sean's 7th and E40's 5th top 20 single. And as of February 2015, the song has sold 1 million copies in the United States. On January 25th, 2015, various artists who worked with the album, such as Drake, Kanye West, Ty Dolla $ign, DJ Mustard, Travis Scott, and many more, posted the album cover to Twitter or Instagram, and the next day, Big Sean posted a trailer to his new album, which revealed the album's release date for February 24th, 2015. Dark Sky Paradise is the third studio album by American rapper Big Sean. It was released on February 24th, 2015 by Good Music and Def Jam Records. The album features guest appearances from Drake, Kanye West, Lil Wayne, and many more. Dark Sky Paradise debuted at number 1 on the US Billboard 200 with 173 album units sold first week. This became Sean's first number 1 debut and his highest first week sales to date. In its second week, the album dropped to number 6 on the chart, earning an additional 58 units, and in its third week, the album dropped to number 10, earning 38,000. Dark Sky Paradise ended up being ranked the 22nd most popular album of the year on the Billboard 200 chart. On August 19th, the album ended up being certified double platinum. I swear Big Sean is literally one of the forgotten all-stars of the 2010s era of rap. It's kind of insane. We definitely got to put respect on bro's name. He's got a pretty legendary discography if you ask me, but that's only if you ask me. But for some funny reason, whenever I think about Big Sean, he's like a dark space in my mind, like a dark memory in my mind, like a show that you forgot about that you were a child and somebody brings it up and you're like, oh shit, like I forgot I used to watch that. Like I be forgetting, like, yo, I used to listen to Big Sean a lot. Like Big Sean was really one of the top artists. Like he was really top 5, top 10 in the 2010s, bro. You can't tell me he wasn't top 10 in the 2010s era of rap. From fucking 2008 to 2016. Big Sean was definitely up there, bro. 100%. He's definitely dropped a lot more albums and a couple more mixtapes other than what I talked about in this video. But if this video does do well though, I might end up making a part 2 eventually. I got a couple part 2s I gotta make for a couple artists, and you know how this shit go. But we reached the call to action section of the video, man, so I just want to know one question, man. What's y'all favorite Big Sean song? I couldn't tell y'all. I would have to go back and listen and be like, oh shit, I forgot I like this song. See, he's like a dark space in my mind. Like I don't know what it is, but Big Sean is definitely one of the forgotten all-stars of the 2010s era of rap. I hope you all enjoyed today's video, man. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day. Please make sure you fucking like the video, man. Subscribe, share the video. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, man. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day. Peace.